Alright, welcome back everyone. Firstly, I want to apologize for the quality of last videos. You may not have been bothered, but there was a noticeable low quality look to the video. That's because I was recording on too low a resolution, and also my audio was really loud. Tried to raise it because it normally sounds pretty quiet, but I raised it a little too hard. But yada yada, that's the boring stuff. No one cares. Let's move on. This one is quite interesting as well. I don't know if Daniel saw this as usual. It could just be someone random.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Interesting that Alexander doesn't answer his question. To this day, I still don't know what the reason for the darkness is. I'm not a fan of it either, myself. Also, be warned, coming up ahead is the first genuine monster encounter. Now, the way you're supposed to avoid this is to continue moving forward, then when you see him, crouch down, slowly walk towards the door. On the left there. Now, why am I showing you this? Why am I telling you this, pardon, instead of showing you this? Well, what's the point of a no-death run if you just hide from everything? That's not very impressive, is it? It'd be a lot more impressive if I looked danger in the face and avoided it. So here we have ugly number 1 of the game. Probably won't bother me. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Shit! I'm so sorry, I thought... Okay, compose myself. I thought that the door opening was the grunt. That's what they're called, by the way, grunts. That particular type of gatherer is called a grunt. Oh, I thought he had burst down the door and was running after me. Goodness me. But no, I did successfully avoid him. I don't think he's still out there. I can do a check though. No, he's gone now. Alright, to take our mind off things, let's enjoy a good old note. I'm proud of myself, I got away from that.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Fascinating. There are clearly otherworldly aspects in this game's story, and I'm very fond of them. It's really intriguing. Herbert is an important name. He will come up again many times in the future. Daniel was quite lucky to be sent home early. For reasons we will see in the future. You know, Daniel's strength never ceases to amaze me. He was crouched on top of a barrel and still did all of this. Just by pushing it lightly. No door here because of my reckless actions. I don't know what just happened there, but... This is the one time I don't want a grunt. Is there actually a threat here? I've got chills, man. I'm actually really scared. The sound of that was... Does that always happen? I don't know. I think we're okay, guys.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Fascinating as that is, it certainly has nothing to do with the orb. There's a difference to things collapsing in on themselves over a long period of time, and something completely changing property and appearance in a single day. The refinery is the one area where I actually might miss a collectible, which is very bad because you can't return to the refinery. But it's dark, it's scary, there's a leg here. Just everything's against me in the refinery. I don't know if I'll be able to find everything. Of course, this means I will have to redo this. But I won't torture you guys with the extra content of this area unless something interesting happens, which it probably won't. I believe I've gotten everything. Aha! This is why you always quadruple and quintuple check. Also, goodness me, relax, calm down. Anyways, this room just reminded me, I just wanted to apologize for my YouTuber reaction earlier. I always try to remain composed as possible, but that was genuinely scary. Alright, bear with me guys, I'm just gonna do one final check around the area, make sure I haven't missed anything. There's nothing worse than missing a single tinderbox or oil. I'm trying to check quickly because I know you guys don't want to live in the refinery, neither do I. Also, lantern oil doesn't grow on trees. I don't want to keep using this thing forever. I think we're okay though. Oh. Oh my goodness. Imagine if I missed that. Oh, there goes my lantern. That's why I don't like using it. Because I refuse to use this to refill this. So, I'm screwed. Right, I think we can finally move on now into the locked room. Spoiler alert, the door's locked. I mean, I don't have to find another way, and it's pretty obvious. Poor Daniel, man. 3 or 4 things, 3 or 4 scary things happen in a row, and he's never the same. I'm keeping that thing blocked. If that grunt comes back for me, yeesh. Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate those things. Anyways. I think that is everything. Can't see anything else. And I've checked the other area quite thoroughly. I know this place can be difficult. I am going to destroy those things. Anyways, I know this place can be difficult. And if you were following along, it might have been difficult to follow along with. So, you should have 11 oils, 2 laudanums, 45 tinder boxes, 7 notes, and 5 diaries. If you're missing one of those, then I'm sorry, but you'll probably have to replay the game and go back and find what you missed, because I don't believe you can go back from this point on. You can try if you want, though. I know I said I wouldn't move this, but I'm just gonna temporarily use it to remove this thing here. There's just something so fun about doing all of that. It's so interactive. I mean, obviously games are supposed to be very interactive, but there's something about the physics in this game that's just so satisfying. Are those dogs? They have all manner of things in this castle. I really want to know what these loading screens are about. If that really is Daniel, that means he's been over the ocean before. And fell in it, by the looks of things. Okay, I'm gonna need you to quickly jump on a box. Because of that little menace right over there. Oh, goodness! He will, attack you very quickly. And kill you just as quickly. So try not to fall like I did. Just make sure you keep your aim on point. Jumping on the boxes. Avoiding the water. Not becoming this guy right here. Also, I think the lever's on a time limit, but I'm still... Still taking my time, because things usually give you a lot of time in this game. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it does give you a lot of time, but I was standing around like an idiot. Stressful. I really don't want to use any of the collectibles. But I might need to use Laudanum because I am not replaying this. I suppose if I play it poorly and make the wrong decisions, I don't get a choice but to replay it. Alright, you're in the new area but you're not safe yet. There's more than one of these things. Fun fact, by the way, that water monster, the fans usually just call them water monsters, but they have an actual name that I cannot say. I think it's a Kurnik. They're basically shark-like fish things from another dimension that are phasing into this reality, but not completely, which is why they're invisible. And yes, they eat any kind of meat. Which fortunately there are some convenient bodies on the ground for us to utilize. I wasted too much time like an idiot. This is risky. But you want to turn this to the left while he's eating, just until you can get it open enough to crouch under. Quickly run ahead. And we're okay. He hears you behind doors! I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. I really don't think this is Daniel. I don't know. I know some of the loading screens are Daniel. I don't have time to talk. Okay, so run. Just run immediately. You're being chased. It's not good. It wants you dead. You're being chased right now. It's big. It's scary. I don't know what it is. I think it's a water monster. A Kurnik. But it could also be the shadow that's after you. I don't know which one. Currently, tears are forming in my eyes as I speak. They're coming up. They're coming up into my eyes. Tears are forming rapidly. Crying is commencing. Well, I'm not crying yet, but I'm in the stages of it. Just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep... Click! Click the door! Ooh. My heart. My heart. My poor, poor heart. You're safe. This is a safe area, I can talk now. So, I don't know if all of those loading screens... Oh, lovely music. I don't know if all of those loading screens are, Daniel's experiences. I know most of them are, though. The character says, "Is this another dream?" We know Daniel is plagued frequently by dreams and nightmares of all sorts. So it very well could be him, and that very well could have been one of his dreams. A dream surrounded by ocean, in the ocean, being dragged down, struggling to breathe, and then getting saved at the end. I don't know what that would entail, I don't know what that would necessarily mean. Oh, that door's opening. The game takes control of your mouse and makes you look at whatever's happening, but I still look around like, what was that? It can be so silly sometimes, man. The fear all over my body right now that I may have missed something is suffocating. I feel like I've missed something. I wouldn't be able to go back now if I did miss something. We'll go here later, I think. We'll go there now. It did bring attention to it. There might be another thing here. There was.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
This game really does encapsulate the feeling of descending very well, and you know, obviously you are descending in a literal sense, going deeper and deeper into the bowels of the castle. But as you continue on and things get more and more unsafe, it is definitely a physical descension down deep into the castle, but it also feels like a descension in safety. Heck, even a literal descent of madness, or a descent of sanity, a descent into madness. I believe the first area we'll be going to, I mean, it doesn't really matter where you go, but the first area I'm going to be going to is the storage, because quite frankly I just want it over with. I did a quick test, and by some miracle I did actually get every collectible so far. I'm doing good. I should have also gotten a few story achievements along the way. They aren't popping up though, because, you know, I've already gotten them, but for you, if you're playing for the first time, you should be getting them. I don't know why I felt the need to note this, but I have noticed a recurring theme in mystical darkness. Storage is usually, I mean, I haven't been in that many storages, but I believe they usually are quite dark, especially during this time era. Humans didn't have quite as much electricity to rely on, so relied lots on candles and other forms of, well, Natural's not the word I'm looking for. Electricity is natural, but I guess archaic forms of lighting. So darkness was much more common. But still, either way, Daniel seems to be bewildered by the level of darkness in these areas. So I'm guessing either the shadow or something Alexander's doing, or maybe even the orb itself, may emit darkness in some way. But you know, the source is coming from Daniel. He's not the most reliable source of information in the world. Now, be careful. Collecting that drill part will summon a grunt right about there. And of course, I'm playing it risky, so you can just walk past him. As seen on TV, Aqua dies instantly. If I had walked over there, he would have ran straight to me, chopped my... Something's coming, you think? You think? Ooh, is that a heat coming over my body like an ocean wave? My skin is itching everywhere. That was my fault entirely. The grunt was just standing there staring into the darkness, and he made a noise, a standard idle animation noise, and it scared me because I thought he saw me, but me running alerted him to my position. You don't have to be stupid like me, guys. You can just hang back, stay in that room, wait until he goes away. You'll know he's away when the music stops. For me though, I had to play kooky and risky because I'm quirky. Anyways, I somehow lived. He didn't even break down the door for some reason. I guess I'm just that lucky. Brilliant, my reward is an unvoice acted note. Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you need for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separate to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go. Interesting. Agrippa, signed by Agrippa, it seems. So, a flood drain, did he say? Yeah, flood drain. I'm not sure, but explosives seem like a rather intensive way to deal with that. Just how deep was this flood drain? Just how deep was this block? The storage is another area where I'm likely to miss things, because it's cram-packed with just stuff you don't need. I mean, who uses tinderboxes? I don't. I mean, I'm also pretty quirky, pretty cuckoo, pretty wacky. You probably use tinderboxes, but I don't have any use for them. Oh my goodness, those things don't last 5 seconds. I don't know why I'm complaining about that. It's entirely my fault that they don't last 5 seconds. You know, I was a bit too freaked out to say it at the time, but being chased in this game, it is very dated. I do agree with that. This game's dated quite a bit, but the chases in this game are still some of the most viscerally terrifying things I've ever experienced. And being chased is a weakness of mine in games. I can't handle it, as you've seen so far. I always try to keep a calm composure. But when I'm being chased in this game, my entire being, my sense of humanity drains away. And I become a babbling mess. Some sanity, love to see it. I did check everything, right? I'm pretty sure I've covered every room so far. Lovely.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
What's truly messed up about that is, so far these flashbacks are very clearly from Daniel's point of view, from Daniel's perspective. This implies that that was Daniel. Those first steps approaching the girl, that was Daniel we heard. Now, he could have been watching that scenario unfold, but considering each flashback so far has implied that it is Daniel's perspective that we are viewing these flashbacks from, Daniel may not be the... I don't know what word you would use, but may not be the hero we expected. Not that he's been brought up to be a hero up to this point, he's simply just a survivor. And it would explain these cries we hear if Daniel was guilty about something messed up he did. It would make sense, it would be added to his repertoire of maddening noises. Noises that drive him mad. Oh, that still hit it. That hit me? You're dancing on geese now, mate. That could not have hit me. That could not... Barely conscious? Daniel. What happened? Did a rock from this area perfectly fly all the way over here and smack me directly in the head as I was standing here? Unbelievable. If that had killed me, I would have been... Ooh. Well, it's alright. Let bygones be bygones. It didn't kill me. Also, I've been struggling to articulate myself lately, but hopefully you're... I can't see anything. But hopefully you're able to understand what I'm trying to get at even still. I trust that you'll be able to.
Why are you doing this? Get away from
Ugh. If I get hit just once, I'm dead. But, you know, less negative thoughts. Look at it like this. If I don't get hit just once, I'm not dead. I'm seriously tempted to start using oil. I really want to see things for once. You guys will probably be able to see better than me because I'm a nice guy and I want you guys to see the videos, so I've probably increased contrast and brightness up in editing. But for yours truly, I can't see a thing. Who knows, maybe you're in the same boat and you also can't see a thing, but I'm trying to rectify that for you. The storage is one place I do not want to be repeating, so I'm just making sure I've gotten everything. But because it's so big, you don't know, you could have easily missed something. And sometimes they're well hitting, like that oil. How dare they do what they set out to do and make things hard to find? How dare they add challenge and fun? I know there's some tinderbox in that room, but there's also a special surprise. There's a grunt, spoiler alert. Now, if you go and leave and then come back, then, not like go in there then leave, you have to do some things over there first, and then the grunt will disappear. I'll tell you when the grunt's likely to have disappeared if you don't want to do what I'm about to do. I'm gonna try and get in that room right now. Yoo-hoo! He's seen me, he wants me, he knows I'm here. So now I just wait for him to break down the door. Okay, I'm starting to tap my watch here, fellas. Why is he... What's this about? And what is this but cheap threats? What is this but barking and no bite? I'm starting to cry. Tears are forming. Oh, well, not really, but my eyes might be getting slightly wet. What is this charade, this dance that you're doing? Stop it. This is a... What are you... Having a little trouble? Little baby man? Struggling a little bit? You want some milk first? Strengthening those bones of yours? You want dinner? Well, dinner's right here. Break the door down. Don't take this too seriously, though. That gave him the push he needed. Was there something over there? I heard something. Did it give him the push he needed? He's not doing anything but growling and hissing. I've just made him angry. I don't have all day. You don't have all day. The good folks at home don't have all day. There comes a time where you have to roll up your sleeves, put on your big boy pants, and stop letting those stronger than you play around. Please come out. Hello? What is this? You're not achieving anything. You're not even scary anymore. You're just stupid. You're dumb. You don't even know what you're doing. What is this? Excuse me, I shouldn't have yelled. It was a mixture of genuine anger and sadness, and pain and fear. A variety of emotions. Why'd he choose this direction? Grant, sometimes you gotta take the left path in life and not the right path. Does he know I'm here? Does he expect me? Is he gonna come around the corner? Is he moving to the right now? This is getting ridiculous. Do I see him emerging from the darkness? Is my brain playing tricks on me? It's like Wallace and Gromit when the were-rabbit disappears into the dust. I swear I saw his outline there. What was that fiasco? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry for his behavior. He's out of the party. He is no longer invited. That was honestly ridiculous. I mean, what a show of unprofessionalism, not only from him, but from me. I could have dealt with that better if I had just put on my big boy pants and got him out of the door sooner, but I was so scared to touch it. And also unprofessionalism from him. I don't even need to explain what he did wrong. You saw it for yourselves. All jokes aside, like, all memeing aside, that was genuinely bewildering. I've never encountered that in my life. But that door has always been buggy. I think you're supposed to leave the door open for him and just run away. And even if you close it again, you're just supposed to... Maybe the door closes on its own? I don't know. I dread to think that this is her blood. I don't even know why. If that was Daniel, I don't even know why he would. To hunt... There would be no reason for it to hunt someone down like that and just end their life. Just as there was no reason for that, I was doing quite fine. I don't know what this is, but it might be some... Ow, it might be some strange... I don't know, I genuinely don't know what this is in the middle of the room. Whatever it is, it's not good. It seems to drive Daniel more crazy looking at it. Also, the bear is not yet out of the woods. I've left this door open, which isn't the best idea. I mean, not a lot of what I've done so far is the best idea. I really need to steel myself for this one. Alright guys, the general idea is... You know, I'm not gonna do this the cuckoo crazy YouTuber way. I'm gonna be serious. I really don't want to replay all of this again. I've made a horrible mistake. I forgot the grunt spawns when you collect those. That's a problem for me in about 3 minutes to deal with. It's not going to take me 3 minutes to read a note. It's a problem for me in 1 minute to deal with. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms, which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Exactly what we need. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. Well, I'm sorry, Note, but I do actually have a missing rod. Ah, redemption! Maybe this guy's acting will be better than the previous one. Let's hope your performance... Calm down, it's not that serious. I sound like I've actually just been... Well, I don't know, I don't even know what you would... I don't know what would cause that reaction. Relax a little, guys. Not you guys. I should relax a little. I'm tripping over my own words. Compose yourself, compose yourself. I mean, why am I actually just Daniel? All these noises I'm making and stuff. It's not that serious. I believe he patrols once he gets over here. Oh my goodness. Is he coming back? What? You've got to be kidding me. You knock it off. He was right here. I saw him. He was walking towards the door and you're telling me he's gone? There must be trapdoors around this area or something, I swear. Every grunt is Houdini. I don't understand it. Oh no. I've just remembered. There's more. Escaping the storage is the worst thing. Daniel hasn't even said one of my favorite lines when he's going crazy. This smell, this fragrance. No, wait, it's this taste, this fragrance. Damascus rose. That's how I feel right now. Look at this. I'm going in slow motion. I'm genuinely losing it, both in game and real life. No, wait. He goes to the top of the stairs. I'm making a grave mistake. No! Please! The barrel! You can't see me! It's not possible! It isn't possible! Just, excuse me for a moment. Move! Excuse me. I don't understand what this means to me. I'm sweating so much, my whole face is wet. I just need to compose myself again. I am really sorry about all that commotion.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
I'm not sure what the point of that was, but it's a really funny interaction and quite wholesome. I think you can even hear Herbert patting him on the back or something like that at the end. Really cool. I am actually sweating a bit. That was stressful. Somehow I didn't die, which is really impressive, but I broke my own truce. I think I used free laudanum. I'll need to remember that. So next time I tell you how much you should have, add free to the count of laudanum every time I mention it. In fact, I'll add free for you. Just so you know how many you should have. So right now you should have 5, not 2. You know, that kind of thing. I really am sorry about that. I had to use free laudanum. I've never used laudanum in my life. How could that have gone so wrong? I just remembered last second that he comes by the stairs. So yeah, don't do that. If you're following along, don't do that. Next up is the guest room. Interesting.
My journal is gone. What they want with my journal?
I wonder if that was a recent... Well, relax, Danny, dang. Anyways, I wonder if that was a recent Daniel or far in the past. Like maybe it was connected to the loading screen and some of his stuff was stolen as well during the little loss of possessions that they went through. I'm gonna quickly go check if I've missed anything. It's very possible considering what the storage is like.